Hey, good morning. It's Mike Shunke with Berkshire Hathaway Homes and Shift One Properties in Scottsdale, Arizona. This morning, we're going to talk about residential. We're going to talk about commercial. We're going to talk about the economy and a little bit about business. First of all, we're going to talk about inventory. In the multiple listing service, single-family residential homes, total is up 116. In Maricopa County, we're up 79. In Scottsdale, there's actually 1,299 single-family detached homes for sale. That's down 33. So that's 2 weeks down. So notice in the more attractive areas, the Chandler, the Scottsdale, inventory's pretty tight. If it comes on the market and it's priced right, it sells. So it's just kind of churning through it. Actually, I'm in 85259 zip code by Desert Mountain High School and over in Ancala. I run a hot sheet every morning. There were 5 new houses, single-family detached homes came on the market this morning. 2 of them came on. One came on sold, one came on under contract. So a lot of stuff is happening off market. You, as the public, will not see it. We know it's coming available. And again, if they're priced right, they sell. The ones, funny, we've had some pretty significant price drops on the ones that are sitting 60, 90 days. So they're coming back down to match where the market is. You know, this is a funny industry. I don't know of another industry where the client tells the professional what they think their asset is worth. That makes no sense to me. But, you know, we're in the market every day. It's not always what you see, you know, on Zillow or whatever. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Anyway, accepted contracts, 1,950 for the week last week. It's a pretty good number. That's the highest in a few months, but it still needs to be about 2,500 to have a normal market. Listings under contract, total listings under contract are down 5% for the year. That's about 50% below a normal market. So again, we need to have more properties for sale to get back into a balanced market. So like I said, you know, there's plenty of buyers here, especially this time of year. March, April, May is historically the hottest time in the Phoenix area. People come out spring break this week, and you'll see prices will increase. The house you buy today in the Phoenix area is going to be a little bit more expensive come March, April, May. Come May, because people have to get in. People want to get in, and you know, June, July gets a little slow. Not so much anymore since we've gotten the technology, not as much as we used to see. But it's funny, you know, Scottsdale now, it's warm in the summer, but it's kind of become a year-round destination with businesses especially. So funny to see Cromford Market Index, Mesa shot up. Mesa has a lot of industrial development, a lot of businesses coming to it. It's affordable. There's some very nice areas in Mesa. There's some not very nice areas in Mesa. But it's popular. Prices shot up in Mesa this past month. So you see Chandler is always, you know, always pretty hot. Scottsdale, Cave Creek, Fountain Hills, they're pretty steady. They're pretty steady. You know, it's busy. Like I said, if you price it right, it sells immediately. If you're on the market for more than 10 days, you're priced too high, and do not wait. Drop that price immediately because you missed the market. And you really only have it, what did I say last week? A 2% margin. You've got to hit that number when you list your property. So anyway, yeah, we're looking for properties for buyers. So if you got something to sell, let us know. We've got quite a few buyers in a variety of price ranges that are actively looking. Commercial, we had a good conversation with our friend Murphy, a client, friend, then client, now friend, Murphy at AMOAZ. He got that strip mall over in Glendale and 53rd Avenue. He's learning, I hope you're watching, he's learning that being a landlord is not passive income. Of course, we stole that property. That was such a fun deal. Just probably the most complicated deal I've ever seen. But it was a strip mall, and he's going to take 27,000 square feet. But reminded me, you know, people they want passive income on their real estate properties. Real estate is not really proper passive income unless you have an awesome manager. So thankfully he's got some family members in there helping him out. If you're looking, he's got 1,200 square foot available, and I think a 1,300 square foot space available retail in a strip mall, Bell Avenue and 53rd Avenue. The 1,300 square foot was an edible arrangements. So if you want to go in and start your own ice cream store, coffee shop, edible arrangements, it's all set to go. So give us a call. We'll put you in touch with him. We're not brokering that at all. He's handling it himself, and that's great. It's great to watch, but we're here to help. We are here to bounce ideas off and questions. We believe in long-term relationships. That's how we do business. So industrial, Phoenix is the #1 industrial in the country. Was out on I-10 yesterday. I'll talk about that in a bit. We've got 40 acres coming up for sale out in Tonopah. That's a fun project. I'm actually learning a lot. I had to do some four-wheeling to get out there, but it's tempting. It's super cool. It's away from everything. So maybe developable. Definitely developable. But we'll have to see. We're still working on getting a price for that. But yeah, all along I-10, going from Phoenix to California, 4,000 acres. All you see is public hearing, rezoning, industrial. All the south side of I-10, Phoenix we were out probably an hour. We were out 50, 60 miles, and the 4,000 acres has a zoning application for industrial. So it makes sense. Trucks coming off the port out of California, coming over to Arizona, they need warehouses. So industrial is super hot. All sizes, like I always say, if you have 10,000 square foot industrial in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, we'll take it. We know of 5 buyers that'll pick it up. So that's hot. I think retail strip malls are a good deal now. People are starting to have shop local, and we're in an election year, and I feel like we're getting that community pride, local pubs, local retail. So I think little retail strip malls are hot. I think that's a good investment right now. Thankfully Murphy stole his and he's in and all set. But anyway, land also super hot. Watch. How do I say this without getting political? There is a House bill on Katie Hobbs. She's our governor. Yes, we'll just say that. She is our governor. There's a bill on her desk, HB 5270. It's going to basically throw out all zoning laws. That's exaggerating. It's going to really affect the zoning laws and the setbacks for land in cities with a population over 70,000 people. So if I'm sitting on cash and she signs that bill, I'm buying every piece of land I can in Scottsdale, Glendale, Peoria, Mesa, because all of a sudden you become a developer. Maybe the numbers don't work. You have a 5-acre plot of property. The numbers don't quite work to put up 1 or 2 houses or buildings on it. Now you can put 10 houses. So as much as I want to say that's great for developers, that's a horrible bill. I called her, I wrote her, and I said, please veto this bill. That takes away the Arizona charm. That takes away why we live here in Scottsdale. It takes away any HOA authority to say that you can't build this type of house in that HOA. I don't love HOAs, but they do keep things in check. I don't want 3 houses on the acre lot next to me. So keep an eye on that, 2570. It's going to change the market for sure. Okay, I need land in Cave Creek and Scottsdale anyway, industrial and commercial. So if you've got that, please give us a call. Let's see, hot inflation numbers in the economy this week. 10-year trading at 4.3% this year. 30-year fixed mortgage is back over 7%. So everybody who's telling you rates are going to drop. Now, a disclaimer, nobody knows what rates are going to do. There's too much going on behind the scene. And people say they can predict. A lot of realtors and real estate people will just parrot what they hear some gurus say. They're wrong. Rates are not going to drop. I spent long time in the bond market, trading New York City, Chicago, some hedge funds, some big names, and we are here for a long time. So yeah, there was a $39 billion 10-year treasury auction. 17% of the purchases of those bonds were by the dealers. That means it's an auction for a bond. They put it out there. As I say, every asset has a price where it's going to sell. That's the value of that asset. There's a buyer and a seller. Price goes up and down. At some point, they meet and they make a deal. Well, when bond prices go down, rates go up. If the dealers are buying 17% of the auction, that tells me nobody wants to buy U.S. bonds. I talk about in a minute, Bank of Japan doesn't want to buy U.S. bonds. They are the largest buyer of U.S. bonds. So that means if there's not a want, if people don't want those bonds, prices go down, rates go up. It's pretty simple. It's just price down, rates up. So anyway, we've got total U.S. debt at 120% of the gross domestic product. That's an all-time high. We're at a $1.5 trillion budget deficit. It's really hard not to get political here, but we've got to stop spending. It's out of control. It's unsustainable. The balance sheet of the United States government is in rough shape. So I don't want to talk doom and gloom. I'm just saying, if someone's telling you you can refinance later, take a look, do some homework. CPI up the past 2 months in a row. Core CPI, double the Fed's target rate of 2%. PPI up 1.6%. That's the highest in 6 months. Supercore inflation, that's inflation if you take housing out. That's up 6.9% over the past 3 months on an annualized basis. Fed wants to get that down to 2%. So there's no reason to cut. Fed's meeting next week. More importantly, Bank of Japan is meeting next week before the Fed. Japan, we're not even going to go there. Japan has negative interest rates, but they are teetering on getting to the positive interest rates because they've got inflation. They've got some problems with their economy. But Ken Griffin with Citadel, Jamie Dimon with JP Morgan, Janet Yellen, who I used to love. Don't love her so much now. She's gotten a little crazy, but that's okay. But she also says, this is where we are. And really, it's perspective. 5% federal funds rate. Historically, that's fine. It's just over the past 3-5 years, we've had such low rates giving out free money. You know, investors, deals made sense. Investors, they borrow money at low rates and they invest it at high rates. They get a higher return. And they make money on that spread. Well, now that rates have come up, things have gotten a little bit tighter. So the people who've been doing it 10, 20 years, they understand this is normal. We work through it. People who went to some guru weekend class, who said you can buy properties without using any money, that's very rare. And they got stuck. So we're going to see some of those commercial properties come up. I had a weird week. I mentioned last week that what we do is solve problems, and I think everybody saw that and started calling me to fix their problems, which I love, happy to help. I'm a little surprised at how many people didn't know what they were buying. It's interesting. Real estate, if you have a vanilla buyer, seller, clean price, clean mortgage, it's pretty easy. That never happens. Every deal is different. You really need a professional that has experience. And maybe we don't know the answer, but we know where to find the answer. And that's where we earn our money. We get paid to protect you, and we've saved our clients. We're trying to zero in on a number that probably close to $1 million this year on the buy and sell side. If they didn't hire us, that would have cumulatively probably $1 million. So I don't quite know how to put a number on that. It's tough, especially on the sell side. But the ones that let us do our job and run, and we, Mike, this is what we want. This is what we want to pay. Go get it. Mike, we have this. We want to get rid of it. those are the ones that have gone, they're in, they're out of the market, deals are done. The other ones that are straggling, that, you know, when we meet clients first, when we meet you, if you give us a call, we're going to have an initial consultation. We're going to sit down. Hopefully you're local. It's face to face. We can shake hands. Hopefully you like me. Hopefully I like you. We say, okay, let's go get it done. We also can do Zoom calls. We can do emails. At very minimum, a phone conversation. I don't work with anybody without talking to them on the phone. There is just too much fraudulent activity. You know, real estate is attractive to scammers and fraud, unfortunately. It's big dollars and it's a lot of public data. So you want somebody to protect you. What you see on Zillow is not true. I try to stay positive saying that, but so it's been fun. It's been a fun week. Let's see, we've got 40 acres out in Tonopah. If you're interested, give us a shout. It's maybe ranches. Develop 4 ranches. It's pretty interesting. There's utilities right there. There's water there. It's a little tough to get to. I have to look in what's gonna be involved with fixing some of the roads to get there. But we're zeroing on a number. Just give us a call if you're looking for that. It's pretty cool. It's beautiful out there. It's quiet, serene, beautiful mountains. The property's flat. We're heading down to Chandler this afternoon. Then we've got to head back up to Phoenix, North Phoenix, and look at some land. So, we're kind of all over. Actually, we're going to Paradise Valley in a little bit to look at a property, a house that's, I think there's money to be made on that one. We'll see. We'll just stop there. But, if we can help you buy or sell, if you're an agent, if you're a developer, whatever, if you have real estate on your mind, if you have a real estate investment question, if you have a deal you don't know how to get out of, give us a call. It's there. 203-733-5877. I'm in Arizona. It's my Connecticut number. I don't know if you tried changing your phone number lately. It's not so easy. Our phones are attached to everything. But give me a call. Happy to help however I can. Have a great day. Be smart. Be safe. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.